Hello students, welcome to the BST class. In our last video, we have completed our topic that is sources of recruitment. In this, we have studied internal and external. So students, after the process of recruitment ends and an organization receive a large number of applications, after that the process of selection will start. Okay, selection process begins at this stage by screening the applications. We will explain you that how after receiving an organization, after receiving the applications from so many candidates, an organization have to select the best candidates from them. Okay, so for this selection, next process is selection. What is the meaning of selection? It involves, or it is a process of identifying and choosing the best person out of a number of prospective candidates for a job. We had discussed that if an organization have adopted external source of recruitment, so there is a possibility that they will receive so many applications for the particular job positions, but the requirement is only for one or two or for a particular number of candidates. So out of that applications, out of all those applications, an organization have to select the best application or the best candidate for the particular job. And this process of choosing the best person out of a number of prospective candidates is known as selection. But this selection process is not a single activity. So many steps need to be followed by an organization, which we call a process. As we have told you, that process means a series of steps to be followed. So in selection also, a manager have to follow so many processes, so many steps to select the best candidate. So one by one, we will study what are the different steps in the process of selection that a manager have to follow. Here I have given in a single picture that there are 8 processes. There are 8 steps which a manager have to follow or he have to perform for selecting the best candidate. First is preliminary screening. The name itself suggests preliminary is or means something that comes before something else. It is the first step to be followed by a manager. What does preliminary screening means? It refers to the process of checking all the applications. As we have received, as an organization has received so many applications for the particular job position. So it might be a possibility that there are so many applications which will not suit the requirement of an organization. For example, an organization has a requirement of a mechanical engineer in their organization. So they have advertised that we require a person having the qualification of BTech, okay, in mechanical engineering. But so many candidates are there who have not read that information carefully. They are having the qualification of BTech but not from the particular field. They have also applied. So first of all, what an organization need to do? They have to eliminate all the unqualified or unfit candidates application. Okay, they will separate all the suitable candidates application and they will reject or they will eliminate all the applications which they don't require or which are not fulfilling the information and the requirements supplied in the application forms. Okay, so this process is known as preliminary screening. After preliminary screening, and the organization is having all the applications which are best suitable for the vacant job position, the second process is selection test. It means so many tests are organized by the organization to select the best candidate. An employment test, it is also known as an employment test. It is a mechanism, either a paper and a pencil test or an exercise to measure certain characteristics of individuals based on the requirement of an organization. It means a person is having the particular qualification, it is good, but he has or she has to pass some test so that an organization can check whether this person is suitable for our organization or not. So what are the different type of tests that an organization can conduct? First one is intelligence test. Students, it is a kind of psychological test which is used to measure the level of intelligence questioned, or we can say the IQ level of an individual. It is the indicator of a person's ability to make decisions. We have to understand it very carefully. First of all, this test is conducted by any organization to measure the level of IQ or that person is having. What are the different skills or how much capacity that person is having, ability such person is having to take the decisions and judgments. Okay. For example, an organization will give a condition to that particular candidate that if in future we are facing a problem of low sales turnover, okay, and we are not in a condition to advertise our product as we are not having the so much capital or finance to spend, so what will you do? Okay, they will keep a situation in front of the candidate and they will see that what is the capacity of that individual, that how he is taking decisions, so that they can identify whether this person is suitable for us or not. After this test, the second test is aptitude test. This test is used to measure the potential for learning new skills, how quickly the candidate can learn new skills and how will he perform in future. Students, this test is required for identifying that whether this person which we are going to select is suitable and how quickly he can learn new skills. बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिन्हें अपना वर्क तो आता है, लेकिन जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो ये भी देखना चाहती है कि अगर कोई चेंज आ जाता है कंडीशन में या फिर आगे किसी सिचुएशन में, तो ये पर्सन नई स्किल्स को कितनी जल्दी सीख सकता है, इसके अंदर कितनी कैपेसिटी है नई स्किल्स को या फिर नई नई चीजों को सीखने की. तो इस टेस्ट से पता वो लगाते हैं that such tests, we can say such tests are good index of a person's future success score. Okay, whether this person is having the capacity to perform a particular thing only or he can learn some new things also. Second, next one is personality test. Third is personality test to find out the human behavior. Okay, this test is to find out the human behavior, as we know that along with the qualification and degree, the behavior of an employee is very much important for the success of an organization. This test relates to person's emotions, reactions, maturity and value system. We can say personality test provides some clues to a person's emotions, that how much emotion controlling capacity a person is having. Okay, or this test is conducted to find out the human behavior, that what are the emotions that a person is having, is that person is some egoistic, or whether the candidate is having positive or negative approach, and how much initiative he will be taking while performing the job. Okay, उसका क्या behavior है, क्या वो नई नई चीजों को करने की कोशिश करता है. अगर उसके सामने कोई कंडीशन आ जाती है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल a person, an organization is having a policy to recruit or to appoint only such persons who are having some particular qualification, but a person comes in the organization that I am very poor, I am in need of job. Okay, एक condition रखेंगे उस person के सामने, जो interviewers होंगे और we can say तो organization के persons होंगे, कि अगर कोई person आपके सामने बहुत ज्यादा request करता है कि आप हमें job की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है, मुझे, मैं आपके जॉब के लिए सबसे अच्छा कैंडिडेट हूं लेकिन मेरे पास क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है, तो आप उस पर्सन को क्या आंसर दोगे, उसे कैसे डील करोगे, ये सिचुएशन उसके सामने रखी जाएगी और फिर उसके सामने कुछ ऑप्शंस दिए जाएंगे और ये आप डिसाइड करके रखोगे कि वो उसमें से क्या आंसर देगा और उसे क्या आंसर देना चाहिए. जो वो आंसर देगा उसके बेस पर डिसाइड किया जाएगा कि इस पर्सन का बिहेवियर क्या है, ये हमारे कंपनी के लिए बेस्ट होगा, इसका जो बिहेवियर है वो हमारी कंपनी के लिए नेगेटिव है या पॉजिटिव है. ओके, सो द मोटिवेशन लेवल ऑफ द कैंडिडेट इज आल्सो टेस्टेड थ्रू साइकोलॉजिकल टेस्ट और वी कैन से personality test. Next is trait test. Okay, to measure the existing, this test is to measure the existing skills and to find the level of knowledge and proficiency in the area of profession and technical training. We have studied in aptitude test that how much capacity a person is having to learn the new skills, but trait test is conducted to measure the existing skills. जिस job के लिए आप उस person को appoint कर रहे हो, how much capacity that person is having to perform such job, the level of knowledge related to that profession or that job, and the technical training and the technical knowledge he is having for the particular job. The difference between aptitude test and trait test is such that the aptitude test measures the potential to acquire new skills, okay, in future. But the trade test is conducted to check the actual skills possessed by the candidates, existing skills. Next is interest test to find out candidates' interest, as every individual has fascination for some job than the other. This test is used to identify that whether a person is having interest in the particular job only, or he is having interest in other work also. For example, we can say we organization, or we can take the example of a school. A school is appointing a business studies teacher, okay, so that business studies teacher is having the knowledge of business studies, proper teaching of business studies and related to the concepts of BST or not, it belongs to the trade test, okay, because they have, he or she have to teach BST. But other than teaching, what are the different interests, whether the person is having interest in music or in extracurricular activities, and he has some computer knowledge. So what are the different interests that person is having? As we know that each and every person has some fascination कि मुझे इसके अलावा इस चीज का भी शौक है. So interest test is used to measure the interest of that person other than for that job for which the organization is going to appoint. So all these tests are the part of the selection test. It depends upon the requirement of the organization that which test an organization is going to conduct. It is not necessary कि सारे ही test एक company conduct कराए. It depends on the requirement, okay. Then the third step is employment interview. After all the test has been passed by the candidate, next step is employment interview, okay. The candidates who qualify the test, all the tests are called for interviews now, okay. So to conduct the final interview, we can say some organization used to appoint a panel of experts, okay, as we have seen in the interview of some organization, बहुत सारे experts बैठे हुए होते हैं उस particular field के, जो questions करते हैं या फिर interview लेते हैं उस particular candidate का, okay. So the consultants who are specialized in their fields ask questions from the candidates to test the professional, or we can say the specialized knowledge related to that job, okay. What is the purpose of interview? To find out suitability of the candidates, that how much that candidate is suitable for us. They will ask different types of questions from that employee, and to seek more information about the candidate, okay. There are some information which is not fulfilled by the employee in their biodata or resume, so interviewers can ask more information or more questions from the candidate so that they can take so many information, and to give the candidate an accurate picture of job with details of terms and conditions. Sometimes interviewers also give some information, okay, at the time of interview. We can say students, the interview has many advantages over written test. Interview एक क्या हो गया? Interview एक oral communication process हो गया between the employer and employee, okay. But interview has some advantages, more advantages over written test, because interviews you can find, in the interviews you can find out the confidence level of the candidate along with the knowledge, and interview he can also give some information related to him, okay. बहुत सारी बातें ऐसी होती हैं जो आप written test में एक organization नहीं पूछ सकती है एक person से, जो कि हम interview में पूछ सकते हैं, okay. Then after conducting interview and after passing the interview step, fourth one is reference and background checks, okay. If the candidate qualifies the interview, any person, or there might be so many people who have clarified the process of, who have cleared the step of interview, then the organization requires, some organizations ask the candidate to give some name or to give the name of 2 or more references. What is reference, students? From where an organization can cross check the details of the candidate, okay. So the organization can cross check the information given by the candidate. What are the information? Or we can say the salary, the preceding salary, past salary in that organization, the qualifications, the working conditions. He undertakes a thorough search into the candidate's family background, past employment, education, police records, etc. As we know, students, it might be a possibility that candidate is giving false information in the biodata. So sometimes we have seen that in the application form, there is a column for reference, where from where the organization can cross check all the information required or given by the candidate. So the organization, if the candidate qualifies the interview, then organization prefers to check with the references. Call करके, मैसेज के थ्रू या विजिट करके एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कंफर्म कर सकती है, क्रॉस चेक कर सकती है कि ये पर्सन पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस इसकी क्या थी और जो इंफॉर्मेशन इसने हमें दी है वो ट्रू है या फॉल्स है. बट दिस इज ओनली फॉर दोज हु हैव passed the interview. After reference and background check, the next step is selection decisions. Now, a list of candidate who passes the employment test, interview, and reference checks, those who have cleared these steps, is passed, is prepared, and the concerned manager select the most suitable candidate from this list. Okay, so those who have cleared these 3 steps of employment test, interview, and reference, an organization will prepare a list of all those candidates. Then out of those candidates, the manager, we can say the concerned manager. For example, the employees are being appointed for the purchase department. So the purchase head will select the best person or the number of candidates he require. For example, 10 people are shortlisted. Okay, we can say 10 people have passed these 3 steps, but 3 need to be selected. So the manager will select the best 3 candidates from that particular list. After selecting, the next step is medical and physical examination. It is a very important procedure. Some organizations used to follow this. After selection decision and before the job offer is made, it means whenever a person is appointed, okay, whenever a person is selected, sorry, we can say whenever he or she is selected, immediately he is not given the job offer or an appointment letter. Firstly, they have to pass the medical examination. A qualified medical expert by the organization is appointed, or sometimes some organization appoint their own doctors to do the test, or sometimes they sign the contract with the hospitals to do the test. They will send that candidate to the hospital and they will ask the hospital that please take all the blood samples of the candidate and have a check of these type of tests. Okay, for example, there is a computer job. Okay, so there is a computer job, that person should have very good eyesight, he should not have any eye problem. So for that they will conduct a medical examination, or full body checkup can also be there, so that they can see that whether this person is physically fit for the organization or not. Because if he is not physically fit, so it might result in absenteeism, okay, and this person will not be able to continue in the organization for a long period of time. So that's why medical and physical examination is also conducted. Next step is job offer. After a candidate has cleared all hurdles in the selection procedure, hurdles we can say the preceding 6 steps. If the person has cleared all the 6 steps, job offer is made by issuing him an appointment letter. Finally, the appointment letter is given to those applicants who clear the medical test, okay, and all the 6 steps involved in the selection procedure. Okay, what is the appointment letter? We can say in this letter, the date of joining, all the terms and conditions, the pay scale, or we can say every information related to that job is written. It is a written document which we call an appointment letter. Okay, it is given to the candidate who has been selected. The appointee must be given reasonable time for reporting. The day when an appointment letter is given to the employee, students, you must take care that some time gap is to be given to that employee कि अगर आज for example 6th of June 2020 को उसे अपॉइंट किया गया है, सिलेक्ट किया गया है, जॉब लेटर दिया गया है, तो he should given some time period. For example, we can say 15 days or 1 month, that after these days you can join our organization, so that they can prepare themselves for that particular job. So after giving job offer, next step is contract of employment. When candidates accepts the job offer, it might be possible that there are some conditions which were given by the organization in the job offer. The candidate is compulsory that the candidate should accept such job offer, that yes, I am ready to join your organization on the basis of all the terms and conditions that you have given in the job offer. So after the job offer has been made by the organization, the candidate will accept the job offer, then certain documents need to be executed by employer and employee. It means whenever job offer is made by the organization and employee has accepted the job offer, they have to exchange some documents. First document that they have to exchange, that an employee has to exchange, is attestation form. Okay, this is a form for valid record for future. It includes all the important information regarding the date of birth, or we can say the qualification, and all the information about the candidate, which is duly attested by that person. Okay, that person who is going to join the organization should sign that yes, these details are very much true, and in case if these informations are found to not to be true, then I am ready to leave the job and to pay the charges, or there are some fees. Okay, we can say the penalty fees in some cases also. Okay, and if all the documents are properly given by the employee, next is contract of employment, which is signed by the employer and the candidate. एक contract paper होगा जिसमें क्या होगा, which contains job title, that for which post that person is going to be appointed, for purchase manager, sales manager, clerk, or whatever it is, and all the duties, responsibilities, date of the joining, terms and conditions, salary, leave rules, hours of work, that how much hour is going to work, 8 or 7, mode of termination, it means in which cases that person needs to leave the organization, or grievance procedure, we can say the problems, if he is having some problem, any problem, then what is the procedure to pass the problems to their particular manager, disciplinary procedure, what are the discipline rules and regulations. So all the details will be there in the contract of employment, and this contract need to be signed by both employer and the employee. This is the sign that both parties are ready for the particular job. All the information has been revealed by the organization, and the person who is going to appoint, the employee, is ready to accept all the rules and conditions, terms and conditions of the organization. With this step, the procedure of selection gets completed. Okay, these 8 steps need to be followed. When all these steps are okay, finally the person is selected for the vacant job position. Thank you.